Well, today in this session, we shall solve the problems based on the chapter Wave Optics. So, first we shall solve the exercise problem. The first question is like this. So, 10.1, what they ask the question is, monochromatic light of wavelength 589 nanometer is incident from air on a water surface. What are the wavelength, frequency and speed of reflected and refracted light there? And they have given refractive index of water is 1.33 answer. They ask the question. So what we have to find? We have to find wavelength, frequency and speed of reflected and refracted light we have to find. So how to solve this one? Let us see. So here wavelength solution for 10.1. So how we are going to solve this one is, what they have given is, first they have given wavelength of incident monochromatic light, wavelength lambda is equal to 589 nanometer they have given. If we convert into meter, it becomes 589 into 10 to the power of nano means 10 to the power of 9 it is. Meter is kept as it is. And they have given speed of light c is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. And they have given refractive index you can represent in terms of n or you can represent by mu. Both symbols used to represent refractive index 1.33. So we know frequency of light is given by the formula frequency of light is given by, so which formula we are using? Frequency mu is equal to c divided by lambda. So already we know velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 and wavelength we converted 589 into 10 to the power of minus 9 in terms of meter. So after simplification we got this one as 5.09 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz. So this is frequency. Hence speed and frequency and wavelength of the reflected light are 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. And we calculated frequency of light is 5.09 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz and 589 nanometer. Already wavelength they have given, that is 589 nanometer. So frequency. So what are, so they asked to calculate what they asked to calculate frequency, already we calculated. So that is mu is equal to 5.09 into 10 to the power of 14. And then wavelength of reflected light, wavelength that is, already they have given velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. And next, frequency of light does not depend on the property of the medium in which it travels. Hence, the frequency of the refracted ray in water will be equal to the frequency of the incident or reflected light in air. Therefore, so reflected frequency nu is equal to, already we calculated that one. So this is refracted frequency. So that we got mu is equal to 5.09 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz. And then we have to calculate next one, that is speed of light in water is related to refractive index of water, that is related to refractive index of water. So that is, therefore it is given by, speed is given by V is equal to C divided by refractive index. You can represent mu or n, where that is refractive index. So velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by refractive index of water is 1.33. So if you simplify this one, we got 2.26 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Then next we have to calculate wavelength. So therefore, wavelength of light in water, that is given by the formula lambda is equal to nu divided by V. Already we calculated nu is equal to 2.26 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by, so V value is 5.09 into 10 to the power of 14. After simplification, we are getting 444.007 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. So if you convert in terms of nanometer, this becomes 444.01 nanometer. So this is the solution. Hence, speed, frequency, and wavelength of reflected light are speed, frequency, and wavelength are 2.26 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second and 444.01 nanometer, and we got 5.09 into 10 to the power of 40 hertz. So this is the solution for 10.01. Got this one? Okay. So second question is based on theoretical concepts. Go through the question and try to solve that one. And next we shall see third one, that is 10.3. So 10.3, what is the question? 10.3. So here in that A and B, two questions they asked. First one, the refractive index of glass is 1.5. What is the speed of the light in glass? And speed of light in vacuum they have given 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. And this is 8th question. And Bth one, what they ask is, Bth one, is the speed of light in the glass independent of the color of light? If not, which of two colors, red and violet, travels slower in the glass prism? Like that they ask the question. So let us see how to solve this one. So 10.3. So what they have given, first we have to write the given things. So refractive index of glass n, or you can represent by mu, is equal to 1.5. Velocity speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Speed of light in glass is given by that is given by V is equal to C divided by mu. So here velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8. Refractive index is 1.5. Already they have given. If you simplify this one, it becomes 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. So speed of light in glass is 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. So speed of light in the glass is the second one. These one they ask the question. So actually speed of light in glass is not independent of color. So therefore refractive index of violet component of white light is greater than the refractive index of red component. So hence the speed of violet light is less than the speed of the red light in glass. violet light travels slower than the red light in the glass prism. So therefore, violet light travels slower than red light. So this is the solution for 10.3. So next one we shall see, that is 10.4. So what is the question? 10.4. In young double slit experiment, the slits are separated by 0.28 millimeter and screen is placed 1.4 meter away. Distance between central bright fringe and fourth bright fringe is measured to be 1.2 centimeter. Determine the wavelength of light used in the experiment. So let us say how to solve this one. 10.4 it is. So what they have given, distance between the slits small d they have given, that is 0.28 millimeter, and if you convert into meter it becomes 0.28 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. And distance between slits and screen, that is denoted by capital D, that is given 1.4 meter. And next, distance between central fringe and fourth fringe, means n we are taking 4 because fourth fringe is there. So therefore we are taking n is equal to 4. So therefore distance between central fringe and fourth fringe, that is 1.2 centimeter. If you convert into meter it becomes 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter if you convert centimeter into meter. So next, in case of constructive interference, so we have the relation for the distance between two fringes, that is given by u is equal to n lambda into d capital D divided by small d, where n is order of the fringes and lambda is the wavelength of light used. So if you don't know, you can write this one. So n is order of fringe. So order of fringe is 4 cities. And next, lambda is wavelength of light. So therefore, the wavelength is given by the formula lambda is equal to ud divided by n into capital D. So substitute all the values. U value is 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 2. D value is 0.28 into 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by n is fourth order into capital D value is 1.4. After simplification, we are getting 6 into 10 to the power of minus 7, or you can convert in terms of nanometer. So this is the wavelength. So therefore, wavelength of light used is 600 nanometer. So this is the solution for 10.4. So next one, we shall move to 10.5. What they ask in the young double slit experiment using monochromatic light of wavelength lambda, intensity of light at a point on the screen where path difference is lambda is k units. What is the intensity of light at the point where path difference is lambda by 3 on the TV diagram? So let us see how to solve this one. 10.5 it is. So first let us consider lead intensity I1 let I1 and I2 be the intensities of two light waves. Therefore, resultant intensities so therefore, resultant intensity of these two waves is given by. So how we are going to represent this one? Resultant of these two waves is given by I dash is equal to I1 plus of I2 plus of 2 into root of I1 into I2 into cos of pi. Resultant is given by this formula, where pi is the phase difference between two waves, and for monochromatic light, waves. So we have the conditions, that is intensity 1 is equal to intensity of second wave. Therefore, resultant wave is given by I1 plus of, instead of I2 we are substituting I1, 2 into root of I1 into I1 only, because I1 is equal to I2 V2 into cos of pi is substituted as it is. So if you take I1 plus I2, 2 times of I1 plus of 2 into I1 into cos pi, and we know the formula, that is phase difference is given by 2 pi by lambda into path difference. So since path difference is lambda here and phase difference is pi, so path difference is lambda we consider, and phase difference is pi is equal to 2 pi we consider. So by using this one, so the resultant intensity is given by I dash is equal to 2 I1 plus of 2 I1 is equal to 4 times of I1. So here resultant intensity is K. In the question itself it is given. So therefore from this I1 is equal to K divided by 4. So let us consider this one as equation 1, where when path difference, second condition, when path difference is lambda by 3 and phase difference is pi is equal to 2 pi by 3, then resultant intensity it becomes I1 plus of 2 times of I1 into cos of 2 pi by 3. So if you simplify this one, what it becomes? So 2 times of I1 plus of 2 times of I1 into half is equal to I1 it becomes. So using equation 1, we can write this one as IR is equal to I1 is equal to K divided by 4. Therefore, hence, intensity of light at a point where path difference is lambda by 3, for that it is K by 4 units. So this is the solution for 10.5. So next we shall move to next one, that is 10.6. So what they ask, 10.6, a beam of light consisting of two wavelengths 650 nanometer and 520 nanometer is used to obtain interference fringes in the young double slit experiment. A and B question, two questions they asked. A1, find the distance of the third bright fringe on the screen from the central maximum for the wavelength 650 nanometer. And B1, what is the least distance from the central maximum where bright fringes due to both the wavelengths coincide? Like that they ask. So let us see how to solve this one. So solution for 10.6. Here, what they have given, wavelength of light beam, lambda 1 they have given. So that is 650 nanometer. And wavelength of another light beam, we consider that one as lambda 2, that they have given 520 nanometer. Distance of slit from the screen. So let us consider that one as capital D. Distance of slits from screen. So let us consider that one as capital D. And next, distance between two slits. Let us consider that one as small d. Distance between, so distance of nth bright fringe. Nth bright fringe on the screen from central maximum is given by the relation x is equal to n lambda 1 in the bracket capital D divided by small d. So they have given bright fringe n is equal to 3 they have mentioned. Therefore in place of n we substituted that one. In place of n what we are substituting? 3 we are substituting. So 3 into lambda 1 is 650 into d divided by capital D. So if you simplify this one, it becomes 1950 into capital D divided by small d nanometer. Similarly, let nth bright fringe due to lambda 2. Let nth bright fringe so due to wavelength lambda 2 and n minus 1th bright fringe so that is due to wavelength lambda 1. So coincide on the screen means coincide on screen. So then we can equate the condition for bright fringes as n lambda 2 is equal to n minus 1 into lambda 1. Just substitute the values. Wavelength of lambda 2 is 520, n is kept as it is, and this is 650, n into 650. Wavelength is substituted here, and here arranging this one 650 into 130 into n you can take on one side and numerical value is kept on one side. After simplification, we are getting n value as 5. So hence, least distance from central maximum can be obtained by the formula. So then this one least distance from central maximum can be obtained by the relation x is equal to n lambda 2 in the bracket capital D divided by small d. Just substitute the values. N value is 5 and wavelength is 520. This capital D divided by small d. After simplification, we are getting 2600 capital D divided by small d nanometer. So one thing you have to remember, that is value of small d and capital D are not given. So therefore, it is kept like this. Understood? So what we did? First, from the question, the given things is written, and distance between nth bright fringe from central maximum is calculated. We got n value is 3, and n bright fringe due to wavelength lambda 2 and n minus 1 bright fringe due to wavelength lambda 1. If they coincide on the screen, we are getting n value as 5. And then by using those, least distance from central maximum we calculated by using formula x is equal to n lambda 2 divided by capital D divided by small d. Here the value of small d and capital D, they are not given. Therefore, we are not substituted those values. Next we shall solve, or we shall move to 10.7. So 10.7, what they ask, in the double slit experiment, the angular width of the fringe is found to be 0.2 degree on the screen placed 1 meter away. Wavelength of light used is 600 nanometer. What will be the angular width of the fringe if the entire experimental apparatus is immersed in water? Take refractive index of water to be 4/3 ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾರ. So here how to solve this one? Let us see, 10.7 it is. So 10.7. ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ ಅವರು? ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ 1 ಮೀಟರ್. ವೇಲೆಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ 1 is equal to 600 nanometer. Angular width of the fringe in air ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. So that is theta 1 is equal to 0.2 degree ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. ಇದು ಯಾವ್ದೊಳಗ? ಏರ್ ಒಳಗಿದೆ. And next, angular width of fringe in water ಒಳಗ ಅದನ್ನ theta 2 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. So ಅದನ್ನ we have to find that one. Refractive index of water ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ? 4/3 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. So therefore, refractive index is related to angular width as refractive index is represented as, you can represent n or you can represent mu. Any term you can use. So theta 1 divided by theta 2. So actually we want theta 2, we have to find. This becomes 3/4 into theta 1. So just substitute the value of theta 1, that is 0.2. So if we simplify this one, this becomes 0.15. So therefore, angular width of the fringe in water will be reduced to 0.15 degree. So next we shall see 10.8 one. 10.8. What is the Brewster's angle for A to the glass transmission? Refractive index of glass they have given, that is 1.5. So let us see how to solve this one. 10.8 it is. So here what they have to calculate, what is the Brewster angle for A to glass transmission ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ ಅವರು? ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ 1.5 ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. Brewster's angle ಅನ್ನ theta ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Let us consider Brewster angle is equal to theta, and Brewster angle is related to refractive index is given by tan theta is equal to n, or if you want to theta is equal to tan inverse of tan ikkade right hand side hoytandre inverse function agutte n value 1.5 see tan inverse of 1.5 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 56.31 degree ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So therefore Brewster angle for A to glass transmission is 56.31 degree ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So this is the solution. Next 10.9 ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅವರು, light of wavelength 5000 angstrom falls on the plane reflecting surface. What are the wavelength and frequency of the reflected light? For what angle of incident is the reflected ray normal to the incident ray ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ. So from the question what they have given, so wavelength of light they have given lambda is equal to 5000 angstrom. So 5000 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter and ಪರಿಬೋಧ meter convert ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ velocity speed of light 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter, frequency of incident light that is given by the formula nu is equal to c divided by lambda. So velocity of light 3 into 10 to the power of 8, wavelength 5000 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So substitute those values and after simplification we got 6 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz. So wavelength and frequency of incident light is the same as that of reflected ray, hence wavelength of reflected light is 5000 angstrom and frequency is 6 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz. So when reflected ray is normal to the incident ray, sum of angle of incident I and angle of reflection R. So what it becomes? So angle of incident and angle of reflection is 90 degree. So according to law of reflection, angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Already we know. Hence that can be written as, so it is the sum of angle of incidence plus angle of reflection is equal to 90 degree. So angle of incidence plus R is nothing but that is equal to angle of incidence. So that is equal to 90 degree. So therefore angle of incidence is equal to 90 divided by 2, because this becomes 2 times of, so this is also written as 2 times of angle of incidence is equal to 90 degree, or angle of incidence is equal to 90 by 2. You can do like this also. So this becomes angle of incidence I is equal to 2 1s are 245. So this becomes 45 degree. So this is the solution for 10.9. So next one, 10.10. So what they ask, estimate the distance for which ray optics is good approximation for an aperture of 4 millimeter and wavelength 400 nanometer ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ. So let us see how to solve this one. This is 10.10 it is. ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದಾರ ಅವರು? ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ ಏನು, ಫ್ರೆಸ್ನೆಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟನ್ಸ್. So Fresnel distance that is represented by ZF is the distance for which for which ray optics is good approximation. So it is given by the formula ZF is equal to A square divided by lambda, where A ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಲ್ಲೇ aperture width. Aperture width. So what they have given, A is equal to 4 millimeter ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ, ಮೀಟರ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ 4 into 10 to the power of minus 3 ಮೀಟರ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಅದು. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ, 400 ನ್ಯಾನೋಮೀಟರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ, ಮೀಟರಿಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 400 into 10 to the power of minus 9 ಮೀಟರ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ZF ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಫ್ರೆಸ್ನೆಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅದು. ಸೊ ಫ್ರೆಸ್ನೆಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ is calculated by 4 into 10 to the power of minus 3 whole square divided by 400 into 10 to the power of minus 9. ಇದನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 40 ಮೀಟರ್ ಬಂತು. Therefore, distance for which ray optics is good approximation at the value of 40 meter. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು? So this is the solution for 10.10.